Now we look at the problem from the Berkeley Math Tournament 2023. It's geometry problem where triangle ABC here with midpoint M of AC and the angle here is 45 degrees. We're given that BM is 4 times the magnitude of MX. Now we try to find what is the sine of BOX. Of course, O is the center of the circumcircle. All right. Let's look at this problem here where ABC and the circumcircle, where we know that ABC, the angle is 45 degrees here, M here is a midpoint, and we have BM extended to X. BM equal 4MX. So we try to find this value here, the sine value here. O here is going to be the center of the circle, right? So we make the connection. So since M is the midpoint, so we let AM equal MC, right? Equal a value, let's call it M. Let's call it X instead. All right. So here it's going to be the quantity X. We have this relation here, right? So we will let MX, the magnitude be M, then BM is 4 times of that, which is 4M. Okay, let's mark it on the diagram here. So this value here is going to be 4M. This shorter one is going to be M. All right. Now here we're going to review what is called the intersecting chord theorem for a circle. All right. So if we have, as the diagram show, A, B, and CD right here, the intersecting point here is P, then we have this relation here. Now, of course, how do you prove that? It's actually due to the similar triangles. So if you make the connection here, AC and BD, we're going to know that these two angles are going to be the same because they both came from this arc here. So with these two triangles, it's going to be similar, right? So we have triangle ACP, going to similar to a triangle DBP, all right? Then the sides would be proportional. So in other words, AP here over PD here, right, is going to equal to, let's mark it here, right? So we have AP, this is AP here, and we have AP over PD, right? PD here. Okay, so that's going to be equal to, and from this side we're going to do the CP here, right? Do the CP, and over the other side is going to be PB. Okay, so the cross product would be AP times PB equal PD times CP, right? So that's the intersecting chord theorem. Now back to our diagram here. Intersecting chords must be BX and AC. All right, so let's mark it, right? So from A to C and from B to X, right? The intersecting at point M, right? So we, according to the intersecting chord theorem, that we have AM times MC is equal to BM times MX, right? So earlier we have these variables here, right? Let's just plug in here. So that means x squared here, because they're equal, right? X times x is x squared. Is equal 4m times m, which is 4m squared. So we know that x is going to be 2m. All right, so far so good. Now, however, what we really want is to find this quantity here, now where O is the center of the circle. And of course, we're given that this angle here is going to be 45 degrees. What we observe is that the angle BOX, let's call it alpha, for example, right? Let's call this angle here alpha, right? So we try to find sine alpha. So this is the sine alpha. Now, for this triangle, we're going to mark it here, the BOX triangle. Let's mark it here, BOX, right? So we're going to have R radius as the two sides and 5m on the other sides, right? So if we draw it here, there's going to be some 5m length. Let's say this is B, this is X, right? And we have O somewhere in the middle. All right, we have O, and this is alpha, right? This is alpha. Now, if we do the perpendicular line here, now this angle is going to be alpha divided by 2, alpha divided by 2 on each side. Let's call this the midpoint. Let's call it this is M point, point N, right? What is sine alpha divided by 2? This angle, one half of the alpha, right? So that's going to be sine is going to be this length here over OX. OX, we know that the value here is going to be radius of the circle, right? And what is NX? NX is half of MX, right? So that's sine half of alpha is going to equal to NX over R. Now what is NX? NX is half of the BX, which is 5m, right? So here is going to be 5m divided by 2, and then this is going to be R. All right, we need to find what is the ratio of m over r, right? So there's another condition we haven't used yet, is this one. All right, so here we need to review law of what is called sine, right? You know sine that is the size over the opposing angles here. In other words, in this case, size AC here over this angle here, right, over this angle is going to be 2r. Okay, so it's law of sine of a triangle. We know that AC over sine the angle B, which we know is 45 degrees, right? So AC, actually AC we know that earlier, we know that AM is X, right? AC is twice of that. So that's going to be 2X over, the sine here is going to be 45 degrees, right? So which means square root of 2 over 2. Okay, so that's equal to 2r. We cancel 2 here, right? And then we get x equal r times square root of 2 over 2. And x is equal to 2m, right? So this is equal to 2m. So from here, we know that the ratio of m over r is going to be square root of 2 over 4. Now combine these two equations, we can find the value of sine alpha over 2. Combine these two equations here, right? So what we have is that sine alpha over 2 is going to be 5m over 2r. So it's going to be 5 over 2 times m over r is 4 square root of 2. So that's going to be 5 square root of 2 over 8. Now we try to find sine alpha, right? So we know sine half of alpha. Of course, from sine half of alpha, you can know cosine alpha over 2 is going to be square root of 1 sine squared, right? Alpha over 2. Now 1 minus, when you square this, it's going to be 64, and that's going to be 25 times 2 is going to be 50, and 64 minus 50, that's 14, so it's equal 8, and then this is going to be square root of 14. All right, so cool. So we Then we know that sine BOX angle, which is sine alpha, right, which is by the trig identity 2 sine alpha over 2 cosine alpha over 2, and the plug in here is going to be 2 times 8, 5 square root of 2, and then this is going to be square root of 14, and then this is over 8. This 2, this becomes 4, okay, so it becomes 32 here, and then this is 5. 28 is 4 times 7, right? So 4 times 7, 4 is 2 square, right? So it's become, and then cancel with this, so it's going to be 16 in the bottom, and 5 square root of 7. So final answer is, now in summary, we based on 2 important facts in order to solve this problem. Now one is intersecting chord theorem, and the other one is law of sine, where you're going to relate the ratio here, the size over the sine value, and it's equal to 2r, where r is the radius of the circumcircle. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video. For this and other interesting math problems, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.